This is Poojitha. I'm from IIT Madras, Aerospace Engineering in IIT Madras. I'm currently doing my MTech in first year. My All India rank was 10 in GATE Aerospace Engineering 2021. What I tell about IIT Madras is it is actually a very, very good institution, and I am learning a lot after coming to the university. You will have a very good exposure in everything, not only in the academics clubs and all. It will be a really good experience, and you will have a hell lot of work, and uh, like uh, and you will be busy with so many activities. So I will start with the academics and coursework. So for MTech, we have total 205 credits. We need to pursue these 205 credits to get the MTech degree. And so there are like MTech, there are like 4 semesters. So first semester we will have 6 courses. Second semester we will have 7 courses, including the MTech final year project proposal. And the third semester we'll be having the mini project and MTech project. And fourth semester it's completely major project, MTech project. So MTech project you will be doing approximately for one complete year. And if you are interested in doing the project work before itself, you can start from the second semester. You can mail it to your respective guide, if you take propulsion or avionics or structures or aerodynamics or flight mechanics or anything, whatever specialization you wanted to do, you can take relevant electives. You need to take 3 electives relevant to your project, MTech project, in the second semester. uh, and you can simultaneously mail to your respective guide regarding the project proposal. So this is the academic and coursework. And first semester it will be similar to like IISc. Like first semester you will be having the BTech courses, like brushing up of BTech courses, propulsion, aerodynamics, and performance, aerospace structures, and aerodynamics lab. And in second semester you will be having structures lab. So you'll be having that BTech coursework, similar to the BTech coursework. And in the second semester, actually, like what specialization you wanted to do, regarding that, you need to take the core electives in the second semester. And there will be a you in second semester itself UAV design project, which will continue as a mini project in the third semester. So it is like a in BTech we will be doing aero design project, right? So in the same way we will be doing UAV design project. And in the UAV design project you need to design everything: wing design, a tail design, each and everything. And in BTech we won't be constructing it. Like in most of the universities we won't be constructing it, but here we need to construct it by doing all the structural analysis and all in the third semester. So this mini project is the continuation of the UAV design project which we take in second semester. So and the most of the coursework will be in the second semester. So like you will be completely busy with the hell lot of coursework in second semester. And first semester, since it is like BTech coursework, it will be less, but in second semester it will be more. And when coming to the faculty, faculty will be really good, and they'll be really supportive, and their lectures will be really informative, especially as far as that the faculty, like here it will be very good in each and every department, but especially for propulsion and structures it will be really good. And why I am highlighting these three people are there are different clubs running in IIT Madras. Especially there is like Avishkar Hyperloop, where it's not about only the MTech coursework. You need to have exposure on different tools. That is what you need to have. That is the most important skill for MTech. You need to have skills, especially MATLAB, ANSYS, CATIA, basic softwares. So for that for developing it, you can join in the clubs. There are really good clubs, and especially Avishkar Hyperloop. I am a part of Avishkar Hyperloop, so I can give a very better idea. So this Dr. S.R. Chakravarti, this sir is the co-founder for Avishkar Hyperloop, and this sir is co-founder for so many startups. There are so many startups in IIT Madras Research Park. Example, Galaxy startup. So many startups. Agnikul is the main startup, and all these startups are run by this sir, Dr. S.R. Chakravarti, and he is the amazing faculty in the propulsion domain. And Dr. R.I. Sujit also, he is amazing faculty in the propulsion domain. And this Dr. T.M. Muruganathan, he is also amazing faculty, and he is the founder, Dr. S.R. Chakravarti and Dr. T.M. Muruganandam. These two professors from the Aero department are the heads for Avishkar Hyperloop. So, like faculty will be really good in IIT Madras. They'll be very supportive, and even for the MTech project also, you can they'll be providing so many uh, project ideas, and if you have any idea, you can approach them. You can there are so many labs also, like NCCRD, and there are aerodynamics lab, rarefied gas dynamics lab, and NCCRD is very famous in IIT Madras, which where research goes on for propulsion. That is like the best lab in the IIT Madras. And when comes to the facilities, there is like sports complex, and there are so many grounds, like for so many sports, cricket, tennis, and all. So there is a good exposure for sports complex, even for the girls, even for the women. There are like separate trainers uh, 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 for, for this football, basketball, and all. So they have started new for women this year. And there are like 4 hostels for girls and 14 hostels for boys. And there is like a separate mess facility for each and every hostel. And food is also like really good. It's not like was like we will have the impression mess food will be like it's not good. So it's not like that. It is like above average quality mess food. And like as I said before, there are like so many clubs. When compared to non-technical, there are Sabas and Samitis and Sangam clubs and Litzok. Litzok is for literature, Sangam clubs are for dance and art finds and all. And for Sabas and Samitis for this cultural activities for different cultures, like from there can be culture from Andhra Pradesh, from different states cultures will be there, no. These people will be handling that. Whereas for technical, there is a club called Open House. In this Open House, there are like many clubs, and one of that is Avishkar Hyperloop, which comes under for C5 Center for Innovation, where these guys will be doing a research on hyperloop. And there is like a very good exposure to learn things. That is the main thing which I liked it from this campus. And when compared to the placements, last year placements are like really good. and my seniors all got placed except one person, and one person is and that person also trying for the PSUs. So he has not participated in placements. Like who all have sat for the placements, like most, like 99% got placed, and the highest package was like 40 lakhs per annum. It is a non-core safe security company. Like most of them got placed in core companies also, like Airbus has took four people from my senior class, four people. And um, and General Electric also came to my campus. I got placed for internship, but my seniors didn't get placed for the for job, because they are actually preferring thermal profile, and in thermal profile candidates will be very good in mechanical stream. So GE Aviation came to IIT Madras, but they have preferred mechanical candidates. Apart from that, Airbus has came, Bajaj has came, Ola Mechanical has came. So my seniors got placed in all these companies, and my super seniors, they got like 10 members are there. In that, 6 members got placed, and one member, uh, he has sat for 20 2021 placement. He got the succeeding year. So in IITs, there is one facility that if you couldn't get placed in this year, you can sit for the next year also. But the thing is, you can't sit for the most of the core companies. You There will be a slots, like first day slot, second day slot, third day slot. So for the second attempt, you can sit only the third day. You can't sit for the first day. But the thing is, most of the core companies will be coming on the first day. But if you are trying for the second attempt, it is better to try for non-core companies, not like non-core jobs. So it is like there is no myth like we need to apply only for core companies. If we are really interested in core companies, then we can apply for core companies. And if we are interested in non-core also, if we develop these skills, proper skills like machine learning, Python, artificial intelligence, and doing projects under those things, and doing internships and building up the profile, it helps for the placement. So first year, there are 2 years for MTech. So first year, it is very important to build up the profile. That is that will be very helpful for the second year. So um, this is all about the IIT Madras, like brief brief
Yeah,
explanation.
yeah. Thanks, Poojitha. Thanks a lot for this complete information. So, uh, we'll be moving to Mr. Sacheet, and we'll catch up you. If you get free, you join at the end once you're after meeting, so people can
Yeah,
ask you questions. Yeah,
yeah,
sure.
sure, sir. Thank you,
Yeah,
sir.
sure. Thank you, Poojitha, for spending time. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sure.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Sacheet, can you take up now? Yeah, Mr. Niladhari, you are not in hurry, right?
Yeah, no issues. I think
Yeah, yeah,
10,
yeah.
10:30. I think
Yeah,
that I'll
sure,
be
sure.
there.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Hello, sir. Is my screen visible?
Yeah, screen is visible, but be louder. You are not
Sure.
audible.
Sure, sir. Is it audible now?
Yeah, better.
Sure. So, at Indian, I am Sacheet Amblekar. I'm pursuing a master's in aerospace engineering at Indian Institute of Science, and I'm specializing in the domain of controls. Okay, so I am Sacheet Amblekar. I am pursuing my master's in aerospace engineering at Indian Institute of Science, and my domain is in the field of controls. So here in IISc, we have to complete minimum 64 credits for MTech. There are three types of categories. for masters. One is MTech, then we have MTech research, and one more is direct PhD. MTech people, students need to complete the coursework within 2 years, and MTech research is mostly about project. So this 64 credit minimum is for normal MTech students, the regular students. Then in first sem we have 6 common courses. Those courses are like structures, then we have fluids, propulsion, flight mechanics, navigation guidance and control, and one experimental subject which has topics from nearly all components, like all subjects which I mentioned. There are at least 2 topics, and you have experimental work related to that. Then in second and third semester, we need to complete 4 electives, and there is one compulsory math elective which you can complete it in either your second sem or third sem. And then we have the project which starts from the third semester and ends in fourth semester. And you may have a technical seminar depending on the department. And everyone receives a stipend of 12.4K per month. And this will be enough to take care of your fees, hostel, mess, and your expenses. Then for choosing the elective courses, these 6 common courses are compulsory. If you do not take up any of this course, then you'll have to take it up during the next semesters. Then for choosing the course electives in second and third semester, there is no restriction. You need to consult with your research supervisor, and based on the project you are doing, you can choose any of the electives from any department. Either it can be computer science or robotics or mechanical. There is no such restriction, and then there is freedom to choose your project topic. Usually, your guide will encourage you to come up with a problem, but if you are not able to find a problem, then they may assign a project. But still, you can work on anything you want uh, uh, until the your supervisor is working on in the related domain. Then the course evaluations are subjective to the professors. Some professors may consider relative grading, some may not consider. Then even few professors may not conduct any test. The whole evaluation will be assignment based, but nearly 50% weightage will be for a project which you have to complete. So, for example, you'll have something like term paper. So, 50% of the evaluations throughout the sem will be based on assignments, and the remaining 50% will be based on the term paper. You have to read a research paper, recent research paper based on the course topic, and then implement those results, like reproduce those results and simulate numerically. Then you may have to solve a problem based on using the concepts discussed in the term paper. You will have to solve a real world problem, and this may consider a major part of your course evaluation. And this might happen with nearly 2-3 subjects. It depends on what the faculty wants. So it will be more of a you will learn more in this way, because the research paper will include something which you have not covered in your syllabus. Then the facilities, we have labs open for 24/7. Then we have good sports facilities, and we have gymkhana. And there are these aerobic classes, yoga, Zumba, martial arts, and even we have a swimming pool. And there is a sports event which happens every year in the month of March called Spectrum. You can participate, and there are awards. This is based on department. You can have a departmental team. Then yeah, we have good hostel facilities for everyone. You have Wi-Fi. You have mess facilities. There are 4 messes actually. It's a North Indian veg, North Indian non-veg, and South Indian veg and South Indian non-veg. The mess food quality is really good, not what you would have experienced previously in private engineering colleges or something. Then we have access to one of the largest collection of journals and books in the country, and also you have access to good faculties. Then there are various cultural clubs based on few activities. For example, there will be open mic and Pravega. Since most of nearly 50% of IISc is comprised of PhD students, so there will be more involvement from them. So we have a good number of cultural events. Then even the canteens are open up to at least I think 4 at night, because many students will be working overnight. Then coming to internships and placements, we have good internship and placement going on. In core, currently I think Bajaj, there was Bajaj, then ANSYS, and even Caterpillar. I don't remember all companies. Apart from
Yeah.
that, non-core also there are too many companies, and average everyone will be offering around 70K stipend. Then placement season also was good. Like for 20, our seniors, the placement season is still going and there are still offers. Nearly most of them have been placed. Yeah, that's pretty much about it. If anyone has any questions, can take up now or as Dinesh sir said.
Yeah, we will take over then, Mr. Sachit. Thank you, Sachit, for giving this beautiful information. So those who are, planning for ISC, there was bit of concern in between for placement, but now things are well settled. That's what I am hearing. So thank you, Sachit. We'll take up question. So we'll move next to Mr. Niladhari. Yeah, please. Santosh, are you ready? We are with Mr. Niladhari from IIT Bombay with Mr. Puneet. So Niladhari will present you about IIT Bombay, and you all know he was AER1 in 2021. So thank you, Niladhari, for
Yeah,
spending your time. Yeah, please.
is my screen visible?
Yeah, yes. Yeah, clear.
All right.
Yeah.
Hello everyone, I am Niladhari from IIT Bombay and I'll give you a brief introduction about IIT. So, just a second. Yeah, so talking about IIT Bombay, so basically the course is, there will be 4 semesters total. So before it, during the admission only you have to select your specialization. Like there are 4 specializations: structure, aerodynamics, propulsion, and control. So that will be fixed during exam, during the admission. And in the courses, we have 5 compulsory courses and 6 elective, total 164 credits. Although this high credit is because all these courses have high credit, like 6 and more. And along with this, we will have one seminar and one project, MTB project. So the seminar is basically where you have to go through some work and you have to present what you found there. This will not be your MTech project, but what you have to show there is that you can do literature survey and you can present them properly. So that will be in the second sem. In the first sem, there will be preliminary subjects about aerospace only. So, flight introduction to flight and those things will be there, aerodynamics. So, first sem is very easy, but the second sem will be a bit difficult because the core courses will be there. But after that, there will be only electives. So, there will be a lot of electives, and it is not necessary that you have to select only from your department. There will be institute elective also. So, we can select from other department like computer science and others also. So there will be a lot of elective, and then at the end of second semester we will have our MTech project. So that will be a fully involved project that will be present. We have to present during our dissertation. That this topic of MTech project will be determined by your professor, or sometime you can also give your own ideas if you have. There is no such fixed rule that you have to follow it, whatever sir prefers. And it is also not necessary that you have to work on your area of specialization. Like if you are from propulsion, you can take up an aerodynamics project and what. But yes, that have to see whether the professor is willing to take you or not. And about this ITB Aerospace, what I will say, turbo machineries, if you are coming in propulsion, because I'm from propulsion, turbo machineries and combustion areas are very good. So if you are thinking about doing your research in this, so I would say IIT Mumbai might be a very good place for you. And also regarding the placements, this year till December, out of 36 people who applied, 31 got placed, mainly in core and also in non-core. In core, Airbus, Boeing, these two came. Along with them, Bajaj, Eaton, ExxonMobil, these were also there. So you'll have a very good opportunity to get placed, and placement scenario is very good. And this has been the scenario throughout the years. So yeah, placement is one of the strong point of ITB that I can say. Yeah, that's from my side.
So thanks, Niladhri. And I think you recently came to campus, right?
Yeah,
So
I'll be
you
coming to
you might
campus.
have, yes, yes,
I'll be
yes.
coming to campus on Tuesday.
Oh, nice. So, yes, so now please add on, Puneet, you had a very good journey and getting placed in Airbus. So, you please share more about IIT Bombay, your experience and your, what is the pros and cons. Puneet, are you there?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah,
I'm there. I'll share.
yeah, so, yeah,
So,
please share your journey. Yeah,
so first, I would like to is my screen visible?
not yet. Yeah, now it is visible.
Yeah. So, I could not prepare the all the
Yeah,
points,
no
but
problem.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
that's, yeah, please.
Niladhari, he helped me so he could tell everyone basic things about the credit
Yeah,
requirements, and 4 semesters it will be divided, and like initial like initial 2 semesters. So what they will be course in coursework, there will be 4 specializations, according to specializations there will be core courses and there will be departmental electives. So what happens, core courses will be you cannot change those courses, you will have to do those courses there. And department electives, so you will be having different some semester you will have 2 department electives, in some you will have 1 department elective. So you can choose those department electives from the departments different specializations also. And so many people take courses from other branches also, like from electrical, computer science, because of taking the courses for the machine learning, for data science, because those are important. And why they are important, I'll tell. So first, I'll just like to tell about the facilities and events which you can see in the IIT Bombay, because of course the academics, because you people are studying only, you people will be studying, you'll be smacking your head to just get your problem solved. But to just give you a little insight, there are of course so many facilities here. First, the gym khana, this name is just enough. So gymkhana consists a lot of things in the IIT Bombay. Like there is a gymkhana ground. There cricket, like GCs, the GCs happen, general championships. So you can take participations on those. And there is indoor badminton courts are there, and swimming pool is there. If you want to learn the swimming, if you are pro, you want to improve your skills, those things are also there. There are if you play squash, you play table tennis. If you want to do gym, there are in hostels, you will get gyms, each hostel has their gym. And you can get institute gyms also, then you book the slots. So facilities are so many, I will forget, even if I'll start counting how many things. Yeah, tennis court is there. So so many things you can do here. First, that is means that can give you a little motivation. And SAC, Student Activity Center. So I'd like to tell about myself also. So I enrolled in 2020 in IIT Bombay. So I was distance learning program. I was in distance learning program of the student of IGC. So our whole first year was online. So our complete two semesters are online. And so that was another journey. If I'll start talking about it, that time will go, so I'll just stop myself. And the one year we have spent in campus. So just during that time, we could observe all these things. Like Tech Fest is going on now. Like today is some DJ night for the Tech Fest. Yesterday was Robo War was going on in the IIT Bombay. So like students are very active here in so many. Like Moodai just occurred. There was culture night for the Moodai. There was some technical stuff also from the Moodai, and Tech Fest is going on as I told. GCs, hostel GCs are there. Like we also took participation in the GC. So like these are the things which you will get here. Like these are the perks for getting, and the culture is very rich in the IT Bombay. Like you'll get tired, like you can get so many stuff to do and you'll get tired to do. So I'll stop myself here. You can ask other further if you have any questions. And the other thing I'll talk about the placements. So why? Because the placements are important, because mostly I'll say mostly like people will go in the MTech because they'll see that yeah, there will be good opportunities in the IITs. And of course IIT Bombay, it really gives you very good opportunity for the placements. Like if you will work, you will of course get placed. There is no doubt, because there will be so many companies will come there. Like this season, last placement season was very good. Like for our like aerospace department, mostly like everyone is pleased. Like as I can say, only I think one student is remaining, because his profile is different. He's working for finance. So what happens here, like you'll see this everywhere. Like they will be like this core and non-core. You will see these two word, core and non-core. So core will be of course for related to your branch, and non-core will be like the call, like if you are in aerospace, so if you are preparing for machine learning, data science, or a software developer, so they will become like non-core. So and so many people are passionate about that also, that they want to switch, they want to go into these fields, so that is also fine. So but for that you'll have to prepare according to that. Like in the third semester, you people prepare your resumes. So in the resumes, you'll have to give proof for what you have done. So they prepare non-core resumes also, like where they show their skills in software development, data science, different. So you'll have to do courses. Maybe you'll have to take some other courses. So you prepare your profiles based on the companies, that yeah, I want to go for this company, so I'll prepare these. I'll do these courses. I'll get these skills. So this core, and for the core, of course, that is completely related to your branch. You'll have to just get your basics cleaned up for your core companies. So what happens, like what is one important thing is there, like the pre-placement test. So to go for any interview, first you'll have to pass the test for the company. That will be just an aptitude test. And if it's a code, they will take technical test also. Of course non-codes also will take technical test, otherwise sometimes they just take aptitude test only. So first thing is this, like clearing up this is important. So when you clear these up, you'll be shortlisted listed for the interviews, then you'll get the interviews, then you get placed. So this process, like why I'm telling you this process now, maybe you might forget also after some time, but why I'm telling this, because these process will get affected by your initial 2 semesters. In your initial 2 semesters, like CPIs, like they affect, because in your resumes you will be only able to show your initial 2 semester your CPI only. So initial 2 semester will be, you'll have to just study. You'll have to focus on your academics good. Then you can prepare about. Some people will go for, there'll be research opportunities also. Like of course, so many like PhD opportunities come. Like even though professors will share with you that yeah, there is some research opportunity, PhD post is there, you want to join or not. So research opportunities are also like so many. So if you come to IIT Bombay, like of course for the placement, as I told, so many companies will get, like in if I'll tell about the Airbus. So the Airbus took total 9 people from IIT Bombay, and in that from our aerospace department there are 4 people. And earlier, like Airbus took just like Airbus did not take, at our seniors time they did not hire anyone, but at our time they hired the 9 people from just from the IIT Bombay. They hired 9 people. And GE also took 4 people, I guess. Yeah, 4 people. GE General Electric came, it took 4 people. So in the core also placement was very good, and non-core also placement was very good. So it was because during the COVID time, like the placements were like they were slowed down. At our time, like companies were needed to hire, but it doesn't say that you'll not get opportunities. Of course you'll get, like there are plenty of opportunities if you come here, but only what you need to do, just focus on like what you will be doing now, and just when you start your academics there. So if you want to go into the job sector, or either you want to go into the research like the research field, so both ways are like widely open for you if you come here. So like yeah, I think I'll give you this much idea, otherwise.
Yeah. Thank you and congratulations for your good job in core, and Airbus is one of the best organization in world, right, for aerospace guys. So thank you, Mr. Puneet, for joining and sharing all details. So Mr. Karthik, I'll just move to Karthik and then we'll come back in questioners. Yeah, Karthik, Santosh Karthik.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Good evening, sir. Am I audible?
yeah, you are audible. Please share.
Yes, sir. I've just made a small document. I'll
Yeah,
share.
no problem. Please share whatever it is. Because your IIT is very, focus academia based, right? They won't give marks also easily. IIT Kanpur is known for that.
Yes, sir.
No,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
scoring CGPA is, always challenge in
Yes, sir.
Kanpur.
True, sir. So,
Please.
good evening, everyone. I'm Santosh Karthik. I'm currently pursuing my master's in aerothermodynamics and thermal sciences from IIT Kanpur. I'm a Y21 candidate. Uh, Coming to point, there are six MTech courses, which are flight mechanics, structures, propulsion, aerodynamics, computational mechanics, and aerothermodynamics, and thermal sciences. So the last two, computational mechanics and aerothermodynamics, are relatively newer ones. They got introduced in our batch only. We were the first batch for these two programs, and these two programs are known as interdisciplinary programs, where people from multiple branches are actually allowed, and they have wide exposure. These two branches offer wide exposure compared to the rest of the branches. So, but these two are relatively newer. uh, and also that is for MTech courses. For MS research courses, only four courses are present, which are flight mechanics, structures, propulsion, and aerodynamics. Coming to the credit policy for MTech, we are supposed to do at least eight courses, which have around 9 credits. And for MS with research, they are supposed to do at least four courses with 9 credits. So MTech with research are supposed to do 72 credits as thesis as a coursework, and 72 as thesis work. And for MS research, they are supposed to do 36. And coming to labs, there are aerodynamics lab, and also in aerodynamics lab we have national test facility, which is really famous over here. And we have high speed aerodynamics, low speed aerodynamics. We have hypersonic flow, supersonic lab, and um, we have coming to structures. We have structure analysis. Like we have four labs which are dedicated for structural analysis. And for propulsion, we have propulsion lab and advanced propulsion lab and combustion labs. And we can go on and on. And there are at least 20 of labs in this complex. And the grading policy is a bit, it's compared to the rest of the IITs, it's unique at IIT Kanpur, because in the rest of the IITs, I guess you'll be having grading system from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on to 10. But at IIT Kanpur, we will be only offered even grades. That means you either get 10 or you get 8. There is no 9. So it's like, even someone who is worthy of getting 9 end up getting 8. So it's generally a bit tougher to score well at IIT Kanpur. So this what motivates many people. Most of the students really work hard day and night uh, in order to get in order to not get degraded by all these things. Uh, but the good thing about aerospace department at IIT specifically is that uh, the professors are really very helping. They're available at almost any point of time, and uh, they don't really judge you. They don't really mock you or anything like that. They are not really very strict with type of they are not harassing kind of things. But almost 90% of aerospace professors at IIT Kanpur are really really good. You just need to ask few doubts. That's it. And coming to the thesis work, you're supposed to choose your guide uh, in your second semester, and um, by the end of your second semester also, you'll be getting to know your thesis project. topic, and you'll start working on it. It's up to you whether you want to start working on it right in second semester, or if you want to start. I mean, if you want to dedicate completely just a whole year. I mean, it depends on you and your professor. And for MSR, it's a bit more tricky to say about project, because most of their life revolves around project only. It's like a mini PhD. So you're supposed to do. As I said, the coursework is very less for the MSR people, but the thesis or the research part is very intensive for them compared to MTech. Rather, for placements, we both are treated the same. MSR and MTech are treated like one and the same. uh, so there's no much difference in that. Coming to placements, we can rather say it as this way. Some people go for PhD around 10%. I mean, I'm speaking about generally all over the department. Some people around 10 to 15% will go for PhD. Around 20 to 25%, or I mean at least 30%, uh, will definitely get placed in core companies such as GE, Rolls Royce, or Airbus, or anything, or sometimes even Honeywell. The rest of the people generally go for non-core only. That too, most of the times it happens so that if you are related to some the I mean, if your project work is related to more like CFD or computational background, and you happen to develop a solver, or you happen to develop a new path breaking code, then generally you are selected on basis of that code. So it's not like completely non-core, but also you'll be working. I mean, it's like you're applying the aerospace knowledge or the coding knowledge that you have gained here uh, for the uh, uh, for the other industries. I know people who have who worked under who made solvers, who made DSMC solver and etc., and are currently working on this. I mean, are working because of solver in a very good companies. And also packages in core companies are a little slightly lower compared to the packages that are offered in non-core. But one thing is for sure, like you're going to have a definitely wonderful time over here. The professors make your life easier because of the you can imagine this way, like the grading system pressurizes you while the professors make you calm and all these things. And also, apart from academics, the student life is really awesome. There are grounds, and I guess IIT Kanpur stands as one of the largest campuses in India, and also one of the oldest. And also, sorry, I completely forgot. There is an airstrip for IIT Kanpur. It is the only college which has an airstrip. It's a 900-meter long airstrip, and it's exclusively used for the flight mechanics as flight mechanics laboratory. In flight mechanics laboratory, you can Dr. Deke Ghosh is the head for that, and you can find multiple shops over there, like a battery shop, or you can find a engine shop, and simple, like you can change some components in there, and you can make the aircraft fly, and you'll be having a dedicated pilot and all these things. And also, as I said, the campus life is very vibrant and colorful. Even actually, right now there's a DJ going on. So for every week, you'll be having some fest or some cultural event. There's no need to worry about being bored or being idle or anything. The only requisite, the only thing that the college expects from you is being active, being interactive with your fellow students, your seniors, your professors, uh, trying to learn as much as you can. Just extract the best you can get out of IIT Kanpur. Thank you.
Great. So, Mr. Karthik, really good. Many things you covered, especially two new courses. So, hopefully, I am expecting now more people should get in old IITs because
Yes, yes, yes.
now placement is good, enthusiasm is good. This time, scores also good. If you compare with you guys, rank versus scores are good. So, uh, I'm hoping admission should be more. Yeah. Thank
Yes,
you,
yes.
Mr. Karthik. We'll take up questions at the end. Yeah. Prudhvi, please share your presentation. So we'll be moving to now IIT KGP. So that's last in part of today's session. Yeah, Prudhvi, please.
Sir, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible, Prudhvi.
Good evening, everyone. So, myself, Narna Prudhvi. So, I got AIR 77 and I got an admission in IIT KGP as an MTech student. So, talking about IIT KGP, it was the oldest IIT. So, it was started in 1952 and it was the second oldest department in terms of aerospace engineering. So, first was started in IISc and after IISc, it was in IIT KGP. So, coming back to the programs, through which you can apply through grade was you can either apply for MTech programs, so which everyone must have been known, and you can also apply for research programs such as MS by research, and you can apply directly for PhD, or you can also apply for join MTech and then apply for PhD or MS and PhD. So you have so many options here. So coming back, talking in terms of MTech, like MTech has very good placement opportunities compared to research programs. And for research programs, the research guys have more opportunities in terms of getting placed in PSUs and national laboratories where research is the primary concern. And overall, when you compare to MTech and research program placements, MTech has very good placements in terms of both core as well as non-core. Whereas in research programs, you are only limited to core, and that too only certain PSUs and national laboratories will recruit you. So yeah. So talking about MTech Aerospace, MTech in IIT KGP, the one bad thing about MTech here is that there is no any specialization being offered in IIT KGP like that in like in the case of IIT Bombay or IIT Kanpur. It's just MTech General Aerospace. So the advantage of this is that you can apply, you can go with any field. Like if you are confused and if you are not sure which domain you want to work, you still have an option in your hands. So the whole MTech was in 4 semesters, and the first semester you have to take 4 core courses. So which is aerodynamics, propulsion, structures, and flight mechanics. And about addition to that, you have to choose one elective in accordance to your preferred choice, and there will be lab and seminar. So in the semester 2, it will be all electives. So you can choose electives depending upon your domain of interest. Let's say you are interested in propulsion, you can choose all the 5 electives from the propulsion background. Or let's say you are equally interested in propulsion and structures, then you can take 2 or 3 electives from propulsion and the rest from structures. Or if you are still not sure about which domain you want to work, you can take elective from each and every domain. So about of these electives, you have the lab and seminar, which is common, and they both are like similar in the case of semester 1. And in the 3rd and 4th semester, you will be working fully on the MTech project. So this is how the course structure will be for MTech. Whereas for research and all, you'll be working on a problem statement, and that problem statement depends upon the domain in which you are working and the professor with whom you are working. So now coming back to the placements, I would say IIT KGP has a better placements this time. So in terms of core placements, we have companies like Airbus, GE, Honeywell, and recently this year Bell Aerospace have came. It's a PSU, and they have recruited 4 people from my batch. And Eden will also recruit aerospace guys, but this year Eden didn't recruit any of the aerospace students. And talking in terms of non-core placements, there are more than 200 plus profiles, and most of the profiles are offered in AIML or data scientist. And there are profiles on software engineer, database management, analyst, and there are many more profiles. So in terms of core placements, almost near about like 6 people were placed in my batch in the core companies, and the rest all are placed in non-core companies, except 2 people who are going for PhD. So regarding the placements, you have to prepare very well because all this placement streak will be done within 15 days. So you have to start the moment you join the IIT. You guys have to plan accordingly, because getting into core placements is very difficult, because you will be not only competing with MTech students, you will also be competing with the BTech and dual degree guys from IITs who are best among us. I must tell you that they have been here for 4 years. They have been in the IIT, so they have the very good tech knowledge compared to us. So we have to give our best in order to compete with them. And while making the CV, ensure that you have very strong CV. Very strong as in you should have very good CGPA and you should have very good projects. And when you're looking in terms of board placements, and if you're interested in non-core placements, you should have done very good courses. Like for suppose you are doing machine learning, you should have done some courses related to that in Coursera or Udemy. So overall, the placements are good. And about of this academic life, there are many activities going on inside the campus. So you can participate in sports. There will be events going on. There will be tech fests. Everything will be there. And right now I was in an event, so that was happening in my hall. So the life here will be good, and the campus is so huge. It's near about 2,000 acres, and it's full of greenery, and you will have a very good time in KGP. And the professors here are very student friendly. So that is the biggest advantage you will get in KGP over any other IITs. So that's all from my side.
Thank you, Mr. Prudhvi. Now, yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, now doc is open for questions, guys. So you guys can quickly write question or can you speak up? We can take up questions. Okay, yeah. So what is the first question? Do they consider gaps after BTech engineering because of preparing GATE, especially for placement, shortlisting the candidates? Yeah, so the question is related, while placement, will that gap affect? So Puneet and this guy, Prudhvi. Puneet, what you say? Because you took 1 year gap.
Yeah, so like gap, like I it in like I could see in very less cases it affected. Like in some companies, like they do not want gap, but it was not like you'll not see like in the all the companies they are coming, they'll consider a gap. Like so many companies it doesn't affect, but to just some it affects. And even though I can tell you one case also, my one friend, he had actually a gap. So and they said the gap they were talking about, like during their academics when they were doing their BTech, and like in between gap they were talking about. And so
Okay,
he had that gap even also. But
okay,
actually his interview was good and he was actually a good candidate. So they, like he talked to him, like of course in the interview it depends on your skill, like how you just present yourself. So he talked
manage.
to them
Yeah.
and he actually got that job. It was not like he got removed, so it's not that much issue.
Thank you, Mr. Puneet. Yeah, Anirudh, that's fine. If you want to prepare again and if you're like whatever reason you may have a 1 year of gap, that's fine. If you can manage again to get in IIT and later on you can tell I was preparing again for GATE and so reason. Okay, yeah. Next question. Guys, be quick. Already we have passed 1 hour. So we'll be happy to answer as many questions in a shorter. Yeah,
Sir, I want to add one point to this.
yeah.
Like if there is a gap like more than 1 year, it is better to show some experience, like at least for few months, doing some experience in the company. I have seen one senior, they are asking question like if there are 2 years, if there is 1 year, then they are saying like okay, we have sat for gate preparation. If there are 2 years, it is better to have some experience.
Okay, fine, sure. Thank you, Pujita, for. So I will tell guys to get, some kind of relevant experience or working somewhere. So that that makes sense. Good. Yeah. So now one question from Sacheet. Any idea about placement in other branches like climate science and other? From my perspective, Arjun, the placement will be more on in non-core companies because a lot of mathematical, work is done in other department in interdisciplinary branches. So placement is good because we have seen in case of IIT Bhubaneswar, placement is good. Yeah, any point, Sachit, or anyone want to add? Mr. Puneet?
Yes, sir. Sacheet here.
Yeah,
So Placements are really good actually in IISc, and we didn't know it actually previous year, but now we see the number of offers offered. It was
Mhm.
for our seniors batch, at least 400 offers were offered, and there are just 300 to 400 MTech students. We don't have
Mhm.
competition from BTech students usually, and most
Yeah,
of
yeah, you
IISc
guys.
students
Yeah.
they go for PhD. So even PhD
Yeah.
students also they mostly don't prefer placements. So it's we get a lot of opportunities. Core we need to see because this our senior batch season started in October and it's still
Mhm.
going on. Still too many companies are offering and there is
Mhm.
good amount of core companies here. But let's see like since COVID has just relaxed, so during our
Yeah,
time we need to see how many companies come.
yeah,
But
yeah.
even
I understand.
it doesn't matter like even if it's interdisciplinary, if you are learning some subject like it depends on what subjects you take. If the place company requires those subjects, maybe they require math or they require physics or they require something of data science, then they will surely hire you. Most companies here, at least 70-80% roles were based on data science, mostly machine learning or AI. And even at IISc, most researchers are focusing using data-driven techniques now. They are incorporating in research. Doesn't mean we are shifting to computer science. In all of our research, whatever we do, maybe controls or propulsion or structures, we are trying to use those AI concepts so that we can have a better productivity. So if you are doing something related to that and in your core, then we have really good opportunities.
Yeah.
Yeah, a
Good.
second question. There is one more international competition. I don't know about Formula Student and all, but in robotics, in controls, our seniors, mostly PhD students, I think even MTech students can join. They have competed in robotics and all, which will be organized usually by Intel or something like reputed companies.
Good. Yeah, scenario for placement of old IITs. See, Shivam, it is same as MTech because they will allow to sit together with MTech guys for placement, but usually MS student go for PhD abroad many times. But they sit for placement together with MTech guys itself. Yeah, now one question is there. The research opportunities in propulsion domain in all IITs and IISc. I think propulsion is very good in Bombay, Madras, in fact in IISc Bangalore also not that, but Madras is very famous. Bombay is also famous. Kanpur also is equally good. So these three are, more in propulsion. Yeah. So next question: how is space science and astronomy in IIT Kanpur? Yeah, Santosh. This time they are studying this course also. MTech in Space Science and Astronomy in IIT Kanpur.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Santosh, are you aware of?
I mean, I have heard it, sir, but I haven't heard it from any this
Yeah.
authority.
Okay. All right. Yeah. But now, IIT Indore also has this course. So surely there will be some scope in country, after this. So that's why this course is introduced, or people may be taking interest in this course.
Yes, sir, yes.
Yeah. At ISC, most research is focused on combustion in propulsion. Yeah, many places combustion is always hot area, Mr. Sacheet. Even in IIT Madras, majority of the professor work in combustion only. Like product design development work is less. Okay. Yeah. Any other question, guys? Anyone has any other question is specific to any institute? So I think most of you have answered very well and have given all the required information. So Vishwas, you have any question? Avneet, do you have any question? Govardhan? Yeah. So I think that's all from today's session. So thank you all. Thank you all for joining this, Mr. Santosh, Ms. Poojitha, and Mr. Puneet, Mr. Prudhvi, and I think who else has joined us? Yeah, Niladhari just left. So thank you all for joining this session and making it fruitful. Hopefully, this will be useful to all of uh, those guys who especially have multiple options to select any institute. And as I told, we will have one more session. So where we will be covering up IIT Bhubaneswar, IIST Trivandrum, DIIT Pune, IIT Guwahati and other places. So that time, others can ask where they fit according to. So thank you, Mr. Sacheet. Thanks, Poojitha. Thank you, Puneet. After a long,
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
and
Thank
thank
you.
you, Santosh.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for supporting IGC and these guys. Thank you,
Thank
Prudhvi.
you.
Thanks for your time. Thank you all. Thank you. Bye. Good night, guys.
Bye, sir.